Job's suffering was not due to his sin. The reader can understand the greater things that are at stake. Job was not being punished. Rather, Job's life was the battleground on which God's glory was being proven supreme against the threats of the enemy. Even so, sinful attitudes in Job's heart were exposed through the trials he experienced. Elihu's words pierced right to the heart of the problem. Job had been acting as if he was God's equal. Job was wrong to think of God as a mere human who could be held accountable. Elihu later concluded that Job had become proud, even though he sat dejected in ashes. It is prideful to demand an audience with God to present one's own case. It implies that a mere human can judge whether God has been just. The consistent humility of Jesus stands in stark contrast to the pride of Job. Job presumed upon God's kindness and blessings. Jesus knew that all people ultimately deserved to suffer, and that everything outside of hell was grace. Jesus was humble at all points in spite of the fact that he is God. Job grew proud and sought to question God, even though he was sinful. Grace is receiving something undeserved. God gives grace to help people in their many struggles. James, the half-brother of Jesus, said it like this, "But he gives more grace." Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Pursuing a life of humility begins with a clear picture of God's glory. The humble realize their place is low in comparison to God's majesty. When God comes into focus, everything in their lives is seen for what it really is. Focusing on the glory of God is the only anchor that will keep a heart humble, and God loves the humble in heart. God loves the humble, the meek, and the lowly so much that he promises that they will inherit the earth.